You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 17th meeting for the Trail Creek Town Council. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, council, have we had time to review the first item is the special meeting minutes
Please remember the microphone.
and use the microphone.
No, the first one's in the normal minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. All right, let's start over again. So we have the approval, has the council reviewed the current minutes from last month? And are there any questions?
Just the myriad of changes.
The typos? Got those taken care of? Anything else? Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Second line item will be the special meeting we had on the, I think it was the 9th.
I move to approve the minutes from the February 9th special meeting.
Now, there was, I don't know if it's important or not, but, because we're gonna get to the resolution regarding, the one area about the park, but I don't know if we need to state, part of that meeting, it started out regarding the park board, that was asking, they were asking for $11,102.12.
No, you're gonna ask for it, they're gonna ask for it, and then
They're gonna ask for it in this park board report that she wrote up, that I'm gonna read.
Oh, you're gonna get that?
Yep.
Okay, so this is covered then?
Yep.
Okay, all right, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you.
you said a motion, correct?
Yes.
Seconded.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, moving on. To the funding report. Anything on your side? No?
I make a motion to approve the fund report.
Your second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Next will be the payment of the bills. My question, if it's in this one?
The charger was in again for $3,000 more of repairs.
That was the one we approved.
Okay, all right. I thought it was in again. I was like,
The
wow.
sanitary fund, is that in here yet, or next one? 'Cause we have to approve it.
Which one?
All four.
It's in the packet.
Yeah.
So it's in the fund report here?
Yes, it's later.
Or billing, sorry. So we did pay that full amount? Don't look at me, just answer. Yes? For the sanitary. Okay, so it's not in this?
No,
Oh, all right, okay, that's what I was asking.
it's the ordinance we're going to.
Yep.
talk about later.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I just, and is that, well, I'll wait till that time. I got questions on that. Okay. So are there any questions?
Not on the accounts payable. Nope, makes sense.
Do we hear a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion.
We have a
Okay.
second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Correspondence.
Yes, sir.
So we've got a letter here from William Walker. It's just informing us that Michigan City Park Department will not be using Cogden Park or Nelson Park this year for T-ball. And that's it for that.
No explanation or anything, just,
It says, after reviewing our program needs and looking at the long-term direction for our department, we've decided to shift all playbacks onto fields within Michigan City systems. That's all it says.
Okay.
So that means the park board will have to rent porta potties for the months.
If you
Right.
wanted porta potties
Yes,
at your park,
okay.
yes.
I will talk to Katrina about that.
Yeah, and I already spoke to Dave on this, and he knows about getting the mounds cleaned, because Michigan City normally takes care of that during the summer season, and so he knows that they're going to be taking care of that now.
All right, that's it for correspondence.
Yes.
Next will be MS4. Any reports? Mr. Attorney Chris?
the only update I have is I did talk to Mr. Woodruff and Shem from Global, and I think they're in the works. I did tell them that you guys are pretty much over the finish line with your appointments. In fact, so I talked to them today, and they're meeting to try to finalize those plans, so that will be imminent, and so we can expect those filings and then have to set those meetings.
Okay. No report from engineering, right, at this time. Park Department?
I just have a little report to read from Katrina that on February 9th, we requested $11,102.12 from the council to bridge our current funding gap, minus any proceeds from our upcoming give back nights. We proposed utilizing $87.07 and 1 penny from last year's general fund budget, $13.02 from the playground supplies budget, and $13.02 from the playground repairs budget. This request was approved pending a resolution. We are scheduled to meet with Kid Stuff and Ton and Blank on February 20th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m., at which time a down payment of $31,000 will be issued to Kid Stuff. The full amount due is $62,000. The equipment is expected to be ready in 6 to 8 weeks, which is mid to late April. Upcoming give back nights include Five Guys, that's this Thursday, February 19th, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Michigan City location only. You gotta mention Trail Creek Parks. And the South Bend Chocolate Factory, April 2nd, at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Lighthouse Mall. And they give all proceeds, profits, well, 20%, I think, to the park board. And the next park board meeting is scheduled for Thursday, February 26th at the town hall at 6 p.m. And that's all I've got.
Okay, thank you very much. No building inspector this time. And we now call BZA and
Plan Commission.
Plan Commission.
Yes. So we have the members, currently enough members for the Plan Commission. Those members of the Plan Commission will be yourself, me, one of the other members from the town council. So it would be either be Laura, Brian, or Andrea, whoever chooses or whoever we want to choose to be on that board to fill the additional council member position. Mike Moldenauer and Pavel Novak. And Steve Thomas will also be on, he will be, we could only have 2 members of a political party total. So we have 2 Republicans, 1 Democrat, and we need either one more Democrat or independent to fill out that board. So that will still be to come. And then for the BZA, we'll have Tom Lewandowski. We'll have Mike Moldenauer from the Plan Commission to go be on both of those boards. Wayne Brantley will be on the BZA. And then we still need to appoint 1 citizen position. And then there needs to be an appointment from the Plan Commission for the BZA.
Just a couple of adds. So those 3, the plan commission is all set, and you just need one more, as Pete stated, assuming that you guys have a motion to accept those nominations.
Yes, that was the only one, the only nominee, yeah, so everyone that I just mentioned, that would be, do we need to make a motion for?
We will, but I want to add to the BZA. So the 3 appointments that he talked about, 1 was from the plan commission, 2 are citizen members. There aren't political party restrictions for the BZA. Those can all be town council president appointments. Then there is a plan commission appointment who has to not be the other member, which is Mike Moldenauer, that's being proposed. So the idea would be when the plan commission convenes, that could also be Steve Thomas, who's your building commissioner, so then he would serve on both. And that would leave 1 spot to be filled by the town council if and when you find a candidate. So really, you only leave 1 in each spot, and all these little pieces have to fit together, which Pete has been relentless on. It's been a lot of time. So with that, I guess so 3 of those appointments you can make on the BZA, and then the only motion and second vote you need is the plan commission appointments.
Can we do it all together? We have to separate the 2.
But give me 1 second, because as I say that,
I'm sorry, so it was Warren, Pete, Mike, and Paul.
well, you need to decide who might want to serve on another board from the commission, or sorry, the council. You need 1 more member of the council. One of you 3.
Any,
What kind of knowledge do we need for it to help out with that?
no.
We'll guide you through that. I mean,
knowledge
you
in
don't need
particular.
any, but it's important. Your board, your plan commission and your BZA haven't met much because you haven't had much development. This is an important development because as proposed, it's the size of 10% of your population. So most of it, you will be led by economic development and the TIF stuff. You don't have to have knowledge, you have to have a stake, and you're a stakeholder, and statutorily, it makes sense that you guys are the decision makers. But yeah, you'll have counsel, you'll have things prepared, they'll be represented by an engineer.
So since I'm the newbie, what does that entail?
I'm also
What
not
is it?
either too.
You're the what?
I'm not on anything either for any of those commission, or any of those boards. So if you don't wanna, I can do it too.
Okay. I just didn't know, I'm not sure exactly what it.
The plan
If
commission,
you're already on that.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
already on
I think
one.
you're kind of,
Yes,
you don't
I'm-
wanna do it, I think.
Yes,
you're-
that's the only
I
reason
can read
why.
your face on that one.
I will do it if you
No.
guys don't, but if you want to,
And this is talking about that big, and I guess I should turn on my microphone. No, this is talking about that, this is really gonna help with that big development that we're gonna make over behind
No.
No?
Chapala Parkway.
Oh, I'm thinking
not
the wrong way?
behind the
Okay,
moose, yeah.
okay.
But the plan commission ultimately is instrumental in, if you update the comprehensive plan, which is kind of the blueprint for the town's development and how you want the character of the town to be. If you change zoning laws, different districts, the plan commission is instrumental in that. And then the BZA handles zoning decisions or appeals. If they don't like something that Steve Thomas rules on, they could appeal his denial of a permit, for instance. So, and the BZA is under the plan commission. Plan commission, you know, again, they're both very instrumental, and particularly for these projects that are coming up.
You want
Since I'm
Okay,
starting
I'll,
trying to learn
I'll.
All right.
I'll
So,
support
and,
it.
and Warren, so for the plan commission, the council will appoint the 3 members of the council. Then Warren will appoint the others if you're so inclined to accept his recommendations. So that would be the Moldenauer, Pavel, and Steve Thomas.
Yes.
So there's 2 decisions to be, one is just your appointment of 3, the other one is the town council has to make a motion in a second to appoint members to the plan commission.
That's
So-
a lot.
So do I need to read these names off again and then we just
You can make that motion,
a
right?
motion,
If-
or-
assuming that's what Warren wants to do, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
So-
I make the motion to appoint the members to the plan commission who I mentioned earlier.
The 3 council members.
The 3, so that would be myself, Warren, and Brian.
Yep, that's it, because the rest are Warren's appointment.
Got it.
So someone
That's my
has to
motion.
Someone has to second it.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
So then, if you want to make your recommendation of the other 3 to Warren, then he can
And
make
then
those
I
appointments.
recommend that, Warren, that you appoint Mike Moldenauer, Pavel Novak, and Steve Thomas as the other 3 members who we know they want to be on the board. And that would just leave one more position open on that board, but that would make it a majority at that point.
So I make that recommendation?
Yes, I made the recommendation. It's up to
You just
to
make those
approve.
appointments. You don't need a vote on that, that's just your decision under the
Yep,
statute.
no, I approve.
Okay,
So then next would be, under the BZA, same 3, the president of the town council will appoint your recommendation, which is the member of the planning commission, and 2 other citizens.
correct. So my recommendation as the member from the plan commission would be Mike Moldenauer, and then as the 2 other citizens will be Tom Lewandowski and Wayne Brantley.
And that's Warren's appointment.
Yep, that'll be, and these, I'm assuming, I haven't talked to them, but I'm assuming you've already
Yes, I have
covered all the
spoken with
grounds.
all of
and
these
they're
individuals,
all
and they
good.
are all on board,
You're
yes.
they're not getting volunteered there.
No, they are not getting voluntold. No.
Okay, that's cool.
And
Then
then, so then when the plan commission convenes, then Steve Thomas, because of the puzzle pieces that have to fit, assuming the plan commission wants to nominate and accept him, he can slide into that role, and then we need the town council to appoint a member of the BZA when somebody comes along. It's a citizen member, so it can't be a member of the plan commission.
And it doesn't matter what their political
It
affiliation
does
is.
not.
So this is what we have left then,
You got all
just for
that?
everyone's knowledge. There's one more seat left on the plan commission. It must be either a Democrat or an independent. It cannot be a Republican. And then on the BZA, we just need one more citizen appointment. And there's no political affiliation with that seat.
That's it,
sure,
positive.
all right. And I don't know, no more, right now, any more recommendations or
Appointment.
appointments? We're all good for right now.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
One more for the plan commission. It has to
Yeah.
be either a Democrat or independent.
Okay.
And then one more for the BZA, and it doesn't matter what their political affiliation is.
Okay, got it.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Next, police department?
Evening. I got 2 things, one quick, one not so quick. First, if you all recall, Prosecutor Fagan in 2023 purchased 4 radar signs for us. 2024, he did it again, and in 2025, he purchased new desktops for us. I just want to make sure he gets the proper credit that he deserves for his support of our department and the town of Trail Creek. With that, we have old desktops and monitors. When PJ, our IT guy, put the new desktops in, I asked if there was any value to what we had, and he says, no, they're so outdated, they are no value to him. We have since taken the hard drives out and have those set off to the side, but I want permission from the council to take what remains of those desktops that we've had for 9 years to electronic recycling. We will be taking one monitor, which is an older monitor. The other, I think there's 4. Yeah, the other 4 are still in decent shape, and we'll hold on to those just in case there's a need for them. So I would like the okay, because it technically is an asset of the town. And if Mr. Willoughby has anything to add?
Well, if you're inclined, I would suggest you just make a finding that they're surplus property of no value and authorize them to dispose of them accordingly.
Okay.
That would be you, right? As far as the surplus property, no value?
Yeah.
Okay.
But can you also take our,
Can we also include the 2 that we have in your garage?
Front garage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
yeah,
there's 2 from the move.
Gotcha.
that he
Yes,
destroyed as well.
absolutely. We'll get a bunch of stuff together.
Okay.
Hard drives probably need to be removed.
Yeah, we'll take the hard drives out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take those out, and anything else electronic that the town has that they want to get rid of.
Okay.
I think maybe we can talk Dave into loading up a truck and taking it to Kentucky Street, I think. Is it over by
Yeah,
the cable
yeah,
office
yeah.
now?
By the city barns.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll pay you, Dave. Pay you in donuts. Thank you very much. So we'll get that squared away.
We
and
don't
then-
need to make a motion on that, do we? So I'll make a motion to allow Marshall Dick to dispose of the additional IT equipment as surplus
And, yeah, with no value.
with
Yep.
no value.
And we have a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Second thing is,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Second thing is, as you're all aware, the city of Michigan City had a breach last year, which really put a crimp in how we've done our business for the last couple of months, and we're slowly piecing it back together. Part of that process has been to switch from Verizon over to AT&T. That process has been completed as of today. Crystal has her modem, we have our modems. Now we're just waiting on 2 bits of software that the county policy for external agency connections to the 911 network require. One is called Huntress. Huntress, we've already got the contract for it. The attorneys reviewed it. There's one change that has to be made, and that is simply changing the client from the Trail Creek Police Department to the town of Trail Creek. I requested that today. I have not gotten an updated contract back, but I'm asking that you approve that contract. It comes in at $22 a month per month for 4 laptops, just for the Huntress software. So that's roughly $240 a year. I can give you the exact dollar amount.
Yeah, and it's a 12-month term with 60-day termination if you guys so choose. And because that contract is being corrected just as to party, if you were inclined to, and it is something that's needed, but if you're inclined to approve that, just you could authorize town president to sign when that change is made and comes in.
It's $22.10 a month for 12 months. And I did verify with the vendor that there are no additional costs. It's all built into the monthly fee. Now, they do offer IT services that are separate from this, that at this time we don't intend to take advantage of. But we will need their written acknowledgement that Huntress has been installed on our laptops, and we'll have to keep that on file with the 911 center.
So
So
we
what
need
I'm asking, go ahead.
motion. You need
So
it.
I'm asking for is a
Yeah.
motion for you to authorize the council president, once the correction has been made, to enter into that agreement with Huntress, which is, they do business as Solis, S-O-L-I-S.
Do I need a motion?
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Does anybody have questions about it? It's pretty straightforward.
It's required basically by LaPorte County for you guys to communicate with
Exactly.
the 911 system, so.
Exactly.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose. Thank you.
The second piece of software that's required is called CrowdStrike. Huntress basically goes in and just kind of monitors and walks around, stumbles around your computer looking for things that might be happening that shouldn't be happening. CrowdStrike assumes that a breach has already happened and goes in and just keeps looking for breaches. It's a higher level of antivirus. We have to have CrowdStrike also. CrowdStrike is supposed to be free through the Office of Information of Technology through the state of Indiana. I've been working with them to get that. I do not have a contract yet, but in the event that that comes and there is no cost and the attorney approves it, I would ask that you authorize Warren to sign that contract too, so I don't have to wait till the next meeting to get that authorized. If there is a cost involved, obviously we'll have to wait, but as of what I was initially told, there's no cost to the town for CrowdStrike. So what I'm looking for is a motion that no fee, meets attorney approval, you authorize the council president to sign it upon receipt.
I'm not going to yet.
Okay. I was waiting for someone else down there to
Oh.
make the motion.
Well, I was just gonna, the motion I was going to make, unless you want someone else to make the motion,
You do such a good job.
was, as long as it's free, yes, but
Yep.
if there is a fee, then that's definitely, obviously, they're gonna have to. be
Absolutely, and I did
revisited.
look up some of the fees just out of curiosity, and they weren't extravagant, but anywhere from $4 a month up to $35 a month, depending on which product of yours they bought, per device.
Okay,
Again, I would definitely come back to you before I go that route. But-
This is through IoT?
Correct.
Okay.
And you said cloud, as in?
Crowd,
No,
like there's a crowd of people.
Crowd.
Yeah.
crowd, yeah. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I think it was like a year or two ago, they had like, they deployed an update and basically killed, I don't know how many, like, major corporations' computers overnight because of the update that they had sent out with their antivirus software.
Our school system too?
I don't remember if it was them, but I
Who did,
know
CrowdStrike?
that- Yeah, CrowdStrike did, yeah.
That's
It
fine.
shut down some airlines. I know Comcast was involved with it. Yeah, there was a major, like, people woke up in the morning, went to use their computer, and they couldn't get on their network because CrowdStrike had deployed this update, so.
Okay. I'm going to put in my disclaimer here. I was not aware of that, but the policy specifically states that we must have Huntress, that's a requirement, and one of the following endpoint detection and response solutions, CrowdStrike or SentinelOne. If you prefer me to look into SentinelOne, I will. I just figured CrowdStrike's free through IoT. We should take advantage
And
of
it's a very reputable company. They had a patch ready to go like before noon
Okay.
on that day. So no, CrowdStrike.
Maybe they should have had CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike should be fine. Yeah, CrowdStrike should have had CrowdStrike, right? But no, no.
Okay.
That would be my motion. As long as it's free, yes.
Yeah, free is good.
Yes.
We like free.
All right, so we have a motion? Now
I
here's,
will motion it. Ooh.
oh, all right. Okay, Andrea. We have a second.
it.
Oh, yeah, and we have a second. Very good. That was Brian.
And that's as long as it's free,
As long as it's
pending
free.
free, and,
It's
Chris's
authorizing
approval.
Warren to,
Yeah.
yes,
Pending attorney approval.
correct.
What's
All right,
that?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed?
Thank you for that as well. And I hadn't, but I forgot, we did end the application process on the 30th. We have 5 or 6 that we're looking at, and we'll be contacting Warren to set something up here soon. So just to give you an idea that we are in the process, so.
And going back to my original question, and I don't know who might have done this in the past, but I'm thinking a recognition to our donor.
Yeah.
Thank you, but should that come from me, which I can, or did it come from our town? Did it come from you, or?
We did it for 2023. We
Right.
did not do it for 2024 because he told us not to.
Oh, okay.
He said he's got one, he's happy with that.
Oh, okay.
So, and it did come from the police department, but
Right.
we can certainly do it again if, you know,
But from the council or,
it came from the police department last time, that's
Okay.
completely,
well, that's fine then.
Yeah.
I just be consistent then.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there were spelling mistakes and he took it anyway. I told him, I said, there's spelling mistakes, he goes, I don't care, it's, you guys made it, that's great.
All right, thank you
But yeah,
very
he's a
much.
great guy, and I will get that taken care of.
Okay.
Along with that sign will be this spring. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
talked about that sign.
Yeah,
and
down
we'll be
at the-
putting one out here too,
Okay.
so. I don't
Cool.
want, keep forgetting to tell you that.
No, I
Those
got you.
spelling errors were not made by me.
No.
You're the boss.
I wasn't here in 23.
Oh, okay.
That was all I have. Do you guys have anything from me,
All
for
right.
me?
No? Think we're good?
Very good. Thank you very much. I
Thank you
see
very much.
the St. Stanza's on, but not here tonight?
She's not, we're gonna read.
Okay.
Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
All right, David?
All right, good evening. I sent out a report to you guys earlier, everybody's a few, man, so I gotta get your email, get all that stuff out, but everybody else hopefully had a chance to look at that. It's just the basic status or, update report for the month. In that, probably the biggest thing is some of the expenses with one of the trucks, another one to be coming as far as, the tires needing replaced and some things like that. But, aside from that, I kind of wanted to touch base real quick so everybody, if anybody's watching, listening, all that kind of stuff, regarding salt. If you heard about the salt shortage this year that we've been experiencing, all that, kind of called on that. A couple municipalities, Long Beach, Michigan City, everybody else kind of called me before anybody else did, about the shortage. And fortunately, right now, we're sitting pretty good. We did kind of conserve a little bit when we could. Fortunately, we're getting a little bit of a break now, and so that's kind of behind us for the moment. That's the biggest thing, but that kind of leads me into, I've been thinking about the spring cleanup. I know it's mid-February, I know the weather's nice for a minute, but it'll be here before you know it, and kind of trying to figure out dates on that. I don't know if the council's had a chance or if we want to discuss that now, but talking to the guys, we're looking, because of some stuff going on with them, in between now and say end of April, 1st of May, I think is what we typically do in the past. I didn't look back, but I think that's about the right time frame. Those couple of weeks. So I'm kind of looking at that for the spring cleanup type of deal this year for us. I think dates would be April 27th through May 8th is what we're all my guys are leaning towards. Yeah, so, April 27th through May 8th.
I have no problem with that. Council?
I don't have.
Everybody okay with that? Yeah.
And that's the blue garbage can stuff that everybody pick up at the street.
This will be, a lot of debris, yard cleanup, that type of stuff. We kind of do that the SLBs, we call them, the sticks, limbs, and branches, which that kind of leads me right into my next question with you guys. I brought it up, I think, 2 meetings ago, and since our new ordinance went into effect last July, we've done a few pickups around town. We've had a few calls and all that. There are still a lot of piles out there in the immediate area even that are large branches, a lot of stuff like this that people I think are just at this point leaving them out there. They've been there since mid-July, and they're going to wait for spring cleanup. I'm not sure how you want to attack that, or if you guys want to. Other people have paid for the service, leading up to this, so it's just something I guess
Have
you
the
guys-
individuals that have left their piles out there, has contact been made to them and notified that they?
I've actually talked to a couple of them. They said, well, we're not gonna pay to have that stuff picked up. So, and I've got a little listing, we can take care of that in another setting, but
Small, too.
Uh-huh.
They could break them up and put them in their trash.
Oh, yeah.
can.
I
Just aren't
push
able
that
to
a
do
lot,
that.
all the time, of course, you guys know.
Will not go in a garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially down on Walnuts.
Oh, yeah, we talked
Right around
about
the corner
that.
here, there's a
We're supposed
couple,
to take care
yeah.
of that one.
Yeah, there are several, I know who they are, where they've been there all winter, since last summer, whenever this was in effect. But,
Do we
just
have
something
any-
to think about. I wanted to,
Any way to enforce that
Well,
for fines or?
I think you should send them, not to add more postage, but probably should send some formal notice of what the intention's going to be, that those need to be removed, and they're not gonna, if you want the town to remove them, but otherwise, they're not gonna be part of the regular cleanup, so I think that's probably.
We do have a drafted letter that we used during the summer afterwards. That was the letter that, sorry.
We can still continue to use that letter. I think what his question is do we, during spring cleanup, do we pick up the small piles? If it's over $50, then we charge them? And how you determine what to pick up and what not to pick up, I think is what we're,
Mhm.
well.
because
and
normally in a spring
consistency as well.
cleanup, we normally did clean up those sticks, limbs, and branches. So I think that's where it could be
And the
confusing
leaf,
to.
the leaves I already see coming in a pile out here already, but those will be picked up, but just so they know, it's not coming till end of April, so I would probably, people that are raking them out in the roads already.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
couple areas that verbal communication is okay to them, being nice and let them know. But also, if we're gonna try to stick to the rules, we created the rules and try to stick to them, we have to go to, I think, another level, to take care of that problem first. And to let them know if you have the addresses, the contacts, to send them out. So that would maybe help with, I don't know, but just say, take care of that we're trying to follow some sort of rules. Now, here we go, spring, they're leaving it sit there, just ignoring us, kind of laughing at us, say, hey, we're not, we're gonna just either leave it sit there, or what's gonna happen. And I don't know how many you've got that are doing that, but
A handful,
yeah, half dozen.
yeah.
So part of me says to leave it sit there. If we send a letter out, then that's their responsibility to clean it up. If we clean it up now, then it looks like it never happened. And they'll do it again.
And they'll do it again
Well,
the next
and
person.
there's probably a middle
Yeah.
ground that, under the state code, you can send a 10-day notice, which is a standing order from the town that says you have 10 days from the date of this notice to clean it up. And if not, the town may clean it up and
Yep.
charge you for it, and if you don't pay it, then we may lien your property. And so maybe that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
When Dave feels comfortable that that's the next step.
Sure.
But we could do it well in advance of this actual spring cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
It may or may not get people's attention, and then you have further decisions to make, but
Right.
that at least puts some teeth behind whatever your decision
Yeah.
is, that if you decide to clean up, because there is a consistency issue, right? Other people have paid.
Yep.
Right.
And
That's
so
my
I would
biggest
suggest
concern
that
there.
if that's your inclination, I can work with Dave and Crystal, and we
Okay.
can get that letter out.
Do we
Yeah.
have do we have to amend that policy to kind of put in something like that there?
our
Like the-
policy, I believe, says that.
So the policy addresses, the storm damage.
Mhm.
So, and we have a kind of a two-week window there from the time that storm damage
Yeah.
occurs, or that event occurs, from that point on, to where we're responsible. We'll be out there for, if it's like last spring, and let's hope not, it may be longer than 2 weeks. I think it took us 4 or 5 weeks after the big storm there in the early spring. That's not an issue. That'll be taken care of on an event like that or an incident like that, but.
Well, I'd like to proceed with that process.
Yeah,
I'll work with them, and we'll have them out before the next.
All right.
okay. All right.
I'll reach out to you.
All right, sir. Only thing I got is, you may have seen some of my guys out, I've been out there, potholes, addressing the potholes that are naturally coming with the warm weather and the melt off and everything like that. So we are on top of that. Right now, unfortunately, we're not able to use Reith Riley products, so that would be the cold patch we usually get from them at decent
Sure.
price. So we're relying on Menards and some places like that.
Do you know when
big
their
stuff.
mill opens up again?
Generally March, yeah, I've talked to them, it's about mid-March,
Yeah.
unless we continue getting this kind of weather, which is starting to not look like next week, so,
Okay.
but, Short of that, that's all I have, unless you have questions for me.
I have the no, whatever happened to the no truck signs on Johnson Road?
I was thinking about, I don't think we agreed on the truck signs. We have the weight limit signs.
Yeah.
Well, we discussed that. Those are posted. Incidentally, I haven't seen those trucks coming through or had any complaints. I haven't. I don't know about the police department. Yeah, because they're quick to flag us down too out there. And
Yeah, we
about,
stopped one.
yeah, I knew that.
Told them.
Yeah.
And I've seen them make it up to and then down Risky Ave out of the city and not come into town proper since.
But let me ask,
I don't know if it's,
continue with that, as far as this, you have a couple signs, different verbiage, or one sign?
I think we had one or two. I have to go back and look at the email I sent. I don't know if it was just to you or to the whole council. I don't
The whole
recall.
council.
Okay, and the couple of different options that were there. And, yeah, those are pretty easy to get, have made up however we want it, so. So we can make it. The yeah,
Yeah.
basically the semis and, well, we had them coming down Greenwood.
Serious?
They're going out to
The
the
data
data
center.
center out there, and they're carrying a lot of heavy equipment, castings on them and all that, so I think we all got quite a few complaints and flagged down from that, and then we noticed it too, and, yeah.
You know, we also need, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
we also need to revisit our ordinance on that, because I think our ordinance specifically states weight limit. The load limit, not weight limit, so, so try to have those just be the load, not the entire vehicle.
Yeah, the signs out there are the weight limit, yeah,
Yeah,
5
the
ton
signs
things,
say weight.
yeah.
Yeah,
The ordinance
say,
says load.
say 5 tons.
Yeah.
So something to look into there.
Would we have a method of, if we stopped the vehicle or a truck, would we have a method to weigh up?
No, not really. I think the conversation was had about calling somebody in to do it, but.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have to have a bill of lading on them?
Correct.
That
which is
says
true.
the poundage?
But We're not trained in that, so we would actually have to figure out how to read those things. I mean, may not seem,
So
it
you
may
just-
not seem, but.
So you
Yeah.
just can't put like no semi-traffic, I've seen signs like that. Oh. Can we just not have like no semi-traffic, or is that not a thing?
Well, then you have to define semi, and that's where he comes into play, I think, because, sorry, what constitutes a semi?
Just the big long trucks or the big delivery box trucks that are big. So we would actually have to define that. Because when we enforce anything, we have to be able to point specifics, and it has to be a specific.
So is there a difference between, like, a definition of a semi and box truck? I mean, or are they
Well-
both not allowed, or?
Again, our ordinance right now says weight limit, load limit, not weight limit. So a box truck I would assume can haul over 10,000 pounds, 5 ton. So what you're saying is a box truck fully loaded isn't allowed on our streets.
Yeah, you can have a.
But a semi that's
U-Haul
empty would be allowed.
Well,
Truck, it's
you-
pretty good size box truck.
You have to say local delivery, except for local delivery. I
Well,
mean, someone moving in.
Yeah, even then, what we've done in the past, I believe Chris was here when this happened, when they were logging, they had to get a bond and pay a bond in order, that might have been before your time then. They were logging behind the Moose Lodge, and we made them get a bond in case there was any damage to roads. Now, is every truck that's gonna make a delivery in Trail Creek? No.
No.
You know, and how do you enforce that? We
Yeah.
can't, I'm standing here right now, somebody could be going down Greenwood in a truck, we'll never know until somebody calls us, and by then it's too late, they're gone. So that's why I really think we need to revisit our ordinance on trucks
Okay.
and define it and define which trucks are not allowed, what weights are not allowed.
Gotcha. All righty. Okay, thank you very much.
I didn't mean to hijack your podium.
No, I've got nothing else unless there's any questions
No.
on it, yeah.
All good? All right, thanks, Dave. NERC will be actually, the meeting I'll be attending is this Thursday. It was supposed to be last month, but because of the weather, they canceled it, so I'll be attending it this Thursday. Moving on to old business, floor quotes.
So we have the original QCC floor quote, and then I got 2 other quotes from, Surf Pro, which is the second invoice you have here, and then, I'm sorry, Stanley Steamer is the second one, and the other one's for Surf Pro. If you look on the Stanley Steamer one, it is the cheaper one out of it. It's $1,000 to strip and wax. If we get it done before February 28th, they will only charge us $800. So if you would like to look over those, and I just need to,
Chris, I know we've asked her to go over 3 quotes. Do we have to go with the lowest all the time on this one? If we have to?
Not if there's one that's more responsive and fits what you require,
Yeah.
or if one of them is proven to not meet your standards.
Okay. Do you have any?
I don't have a
input?
preference, no. So, I mean, I think Pete has a little bit of knowledge in the
Hey,
floor
Pete.
waxing business.
I don't know about all that, but
But nobody in particular stands out that you have heard
I
anything?
mean, I
Good, bad, or indifferent?
have not heard anything bad, just,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So this is just a preference of,
Are they all registered?
not all of them. Stanley Steamer is not registered.
Just need to make sure they are, right? And even if
Surf Pro and QCC are registered under the town, and their quote is very close. So if, kind of preference if you want to go support local businesses, or,
the only thing I don't like about the Surf Pro one is they don't like the other 2, they say that they will apply 3 coats of wax, where the Surf Pro one doesn't break down any of the stuff that they're gonna do in their quote.
I know it.
So otherwise, yeah, I mean, I would definitely 100 like to support local businesses.
Sound like QCC to me.
It's kind of what it's looking like at the moment. I'll don't know what the opinion of the other council members are.
Will this be done this spring?
Whenever we're ready for it, we
Yeah.
can get it on the books,
They plan
which
on-
it shouldn't take too long.
I didn't read it, but they move all the furniture, take all that out, or? responsible for that
You know
stuff?
what, I'm not sure on that one. I know on the other ones, they specifically said we had to
We
remove.
have to.
Yep, but QCC wasn't specific on that one.
I know what that means.
Yeah. We.
That
Yeah.
means I will buy pizza.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna show up.
Come move a chair or 2.
Well, you're Mr. Floor guy now.
Yeah.
You got labeled. That's good. All right, well, I think we
Can get a motion?
did this work pretty good, so
I don't-
just get a motion, go for it.
I don't know what the opinion of the other council members are.
Which one's the local, the Surf Pro or?
QCC and
QCC.
Surf Pro are both local.
They're both local.
But
Surf Pro is a company.
Well,
like
right, but I
a-
actually know the owners of Surf Pro, and they are a local they are.
Oh, okay, I
locally
thought it
owned.
was, I thought they
Locally owned,
owned
it's a franchise.
a franchise,
Yeah.
yes. There you go. They're in LaPorte, all of LaPorte and Porter County.
And Michigan, yeah,
Oh.
Michigan City, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
They're
Stanley
very-
Steamer
they're
is
very
cheaper,
close.
But that would be supporting local business, which would be good for everyone around. I don't know.
QCC is actually, he's a, would you say former?
Trail Creek resident.
Yes.
Who is it?
He lived on Johnson Road.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ron Papke.
Oh,
I've used him before and I swore I would never use it, but then when I did, I was like, wow.
Well, I can tell you, law enforcement, they give free rentals, carpet cleaners rentals.
What?
Yeah. I mean, they give you the carpet cleaner, you do your own job, but, I support that. I think that's a great thing for them, what they do. But like I said, they're very close in price. I have no preference.
So I'll just start out and say, do I hear, and you say yea or nay, since no one's coming up here, I'll just say, do I hear a motion to accept the QCC quote for the floor care for the office here?
I would
Can,
move.
before
Make
you
that
do that,
motion.
can you add to that motion and make a finding that they're the lowest responsive and responsible? Okay, because then that's, because there are lower quotes, but they're the most responsive, for instance, the coats of wax, et cetera, and responsible based on what your analysis of them as a company.
They give
So-
the most detailed breakdown.
Exactly.
So the most
Actually,
re-
that's what I was gonna say. They
responsible
do
and
give-
responsive is the language.
Responsible and responsive.
They give the most itemized bill
Yeah.
of what they're gonna do.
Right.
I mean,
All right, so I have a motion on QCC. Do I hear a second?
A second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you.
Done. Let's see. Engineering bids. What I've done so far, I have their packet. Just a reflection of what I've done so far. Chris has looked at these last month. He passed them back to me. I looked them over. I know that we're, unless someone can share differently, but that we're not in any hurry. But we want to make a good, solid decision. So what I would like to do, this is a packet that has the information from all the contractors. There are some duplicates in here, but I'm just thinking if I pass this on to Pete, let him review it, and then from there, Pete could pass it on, say to Laura, and then so on and so forth, and then by next month, we'll have a decision. Okay?
For what is this?
This is the engineering.
Our engineering
For our
group.
engineering group, the bids.
For services.
So I will, look those over. If you wanna give me like 5 days or something like that, that way by the end of.
You got till, just don't give Andrea the short change there, that she
Right.
may have the date
Everybody's
already.
got a week off.
4 days. I'll take 4 days to look at it. and-
Okay,
I'm just gonna rely on your responsibility to pass it on,
okay.
Yep.
okay? All right, thanks, guys. All right, St. Stan's.
All right, Kristen is not in attendance today. I told her we've been over this a lot. She didn't need to come today. So she is asking to run their 5K like they do every year. This date would be on Saturday, June 6th at 8 a.m. I attached the map she had sent. I believe it is the same route. She did say that Marshall Dick was kindly to agree to provide the traffic control during this event. And she just wants to get a motion. We can lock in the date so she could have the 5K St. Stan's run.
Marshall, you're good with,
Yeah, I just got one thing to add to that real quick. That's why I was asking if she was gonna be here.
I just want to make sure, and I don't know if Dave, last year, it seems like in the past, there's been some delay in contacting and working with the street department. I would just ask that we request they contact the street department no less than 30 days prior to the event. So he's got time to plan, because it always seems like it's a last minute thing to say, oh yeah, by the way. So if we can just make sure the street department has enough notice. That'll save some headaches on our end as well.
So she doesn't have to present herself to us for any particular reason?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
The only thing they like to do is close down streets.
yep,
Historically, we have not had meetings requesting to close down the streets, and it's,
yep. Long as you're,
yeah, I'm okay with it.
okay.
As long
David,
as the attorney's okay with it.
you're okay with it too?
If it's the same map, I already have it made out and detailed for where certain
Kick-
things
kickbacks.
go to stop traffic or assist with that, so. yeah,
Okay.
all
It,
good.
it is the same map.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same.
All right, yeah, I have that all loaded.
Okay,
Thank
just
you.
the start, I know the start-stop changed to the Moose.
Right.
Last year was the first year for that, so, wasn't it, I think?
Yep.
2 years now.
Has it been 2 years now?
Okay, I believe it's been 2.
Okay.
So do I hear him?
I was just trying to think, I think I didn't, last year was the first year I didn't run it, hadn't run it in a while, and I don't remember it being there before that, so I think, yeah, it doesn't matter, I mean, I just.
Yeah, I remember, I've done 2 there, I just, like, cause I know the Swanson Center started
That's
here.
what it was, it was a Swanson Center.
Swanson Center started here, but I thought I did 2 down there, I don't remember.
Okay. I'll make a motion to allow St. Stan's to run their 5K, June 6, 2026.
All right, do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, thank you.
Thank you, I'm sure Kristen will be excited too.
And you're the liaison, sounds like,
No.
to her? A little bit? No?
No?
You'll let her know?
I will let her know.
Oh, okay, all right, well, that's what I mean.
Yes, I am her liaison then.
All right, very good. Moving on to the next new business is the ordinance for the Park Department.
Okay, so this is gonna be a 3-part understanding. So, this right here is, for ordinance for transferring of funds. Okay, we're gonna put this into the budget. So we're gonna take the $8,700 that the park made and we're going to add it in. We're gonna add in the fund for park non-reverting of the 53,000. Now, I know you asked for less than that and then you were gonna take money out of different appropriations. What Trista and I have decided to do is we're gonna take money out of that, and whatever money that you guys continue to make, we're just going to subtract that, because you
Okay.
plan on already having several fundraisers, plus money you're gonna make for the Fall Fest, for donations for the park,
Okay.
so it'll even itself out,
Okay,
so that now you don't have to take money out of your spending money for what you have
Okay.
already.
okay,
If it doesn't come up, then we can make another change to this, we can amend it, and,
Okay.
so this is just the first reading today. We did already advertise it, but we will have to have a second one because Gateway requires us 10 days, and 10 days is not quick enough for this. Now, second part of this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We have another issue with the sanitary district for invoices unpaid. I have also included this in this ordinance to transfer for the funds into the 2026 budget of 40,000, which will also get back into that. So we can approve the first reading today if you guys look over this, and then once March comes, then we can move this along. So, and if you guys are okay with the adding a few $1,000s to the transfer, knowing they're gonna make that up, and we'll adjust it if not.
So the refuse for 40,000, those are the bills, that's.
Yep,
And we have the money in our budget to pay those,
it is coming out of our refuse fund.
right?
Yes, we have a positive balance in there
Right.
for that. So because they're unpaid, they are just still in the refuse. It didn't actually get moved to the general fund like I assumed it did, but it will come out of there.
Is this paying for 2026 also, or is
No.
this for the?
So in 2026, they want to negotiate a new contract. So we'll also get to that when we get to the invoices. I know it's kind of confusing because this is kind of going for 2 different things in one, but,
Well, it's just efficient, right? It saves on the
Yeah.
publication,
I-
there's
right,
one public hearing,
yes,
so
I
that
agree,
part's all right.
yes. And this is only first reading, we're not voting on anything.
Right.
so-
I was kinda confused on the invoice, because was it $40,000 for 1 year of this
No.
refuse?
No, and we're-
Because-
There's 4 $10,000.
there's 4,
invoices.
Yeah,
and one
but if
says
you-
22. one
But they
says
all say
22.
22, for
No,
the
it-
year 22,
2201,
23.
23.
But it says, if you look at the professional services, at the at the bottom, it says for the year 2022, for the year
Well, we can
2022.
get
I
them
did see
corrected.
that.
We're getting
Yeah,
ahead
we
of
can
ourselves
also,
on the,
yeah, we can have that corrected. It was poorly given, but on,
but
I
as you
just wanna
get
make
there-
sure that we're not paying $40,000 for 1 year.
No,
And
Okay.
yeah, you got services for those years and they're just catching up to their
Yeah.
billing, so.
Okay.
okay, so,
Okay,
First reading if you're inclined.
yes.
this time for discussion? I have a question, still a question on that
In
particular
the
item.
ordinance or in the invoice?
Can we
Because
The
do first and a
invoice.
second and then discussion?
we're only doing the, yes,
We're only doing that ordinance.
that's
right?
for this first
Yeah.
reading.
For the first reading.
I just need
So I
approval.
just do it for,
You can have whatever discussion you like.
I'm eager to talk about
I
this.
know
I
it
said
is.
either gonna talk about it now or talk about it later, or, cause I'm just kinda curious. How'd that happen? And how in the world do we prevent that from happening again? 4 years?
Yes,
I mean,
and it
goodness.
certainly isn't judging past administrations or
Right.
people that were in Crystal's office, but it won't happen because they're on top of it. I mean,
Yeah.
in the past, for instance, your department doesn't see those invoices. There's an agreement and a contract between the two entities, and they take what they're not any of the wiser. So
Right,
you could see how it slips through the cracks on
Yeah,
your
they
end, but
didn't-
I do know this, that you guys have inquired in the past of, hey, can you send us an invoice so you can pay?
yeah.
Yes,
But
because I
think
called in
It doesn't happen now because
2024
you're aware of
and
it
5.
and going to stay on top of it.
So
Well, it's
she
good-
just made a very interesting comment. She called 2 years prior
No,
and we
I-
still never received an invoice for a bill.
I'm aware. and
No, I
it's-
never even got a call back.
So the money has been there,
Yes,
Yeah,
the money
she's
is
been-
not an issue, does it?
cause it's been
Not-
there I'll call it every year,
We've
technically.
budgeted for it, not used it.
We just haven't given it
Yeah.
out.
So
So-
I guess my next question is, what is their expectation as far as the $40,000 bill that they sent us for the last 4 years then?
Well, their email was kind of clear. I mean, so let's just look from the legal aspect. You got services. You could take a position, hey, we're not paying this.
Oh, no, no,
But
I'm-
at the end of the day, right, so that's not, you receive the services, and so there's an equitable argument there. But they are flexible, so then they indicated that they would work with you. So the issue is, do you wanna just take care of it and be done? Do you wanna propose
Yes.
something to them? And have a payment plan, for lack of a better description. I would like to point out in the contract that they just don't get to not have a contract, they have to give you 60 days notice. So, you're already into your spring cleanup, and, you could pay them 26, and then, there's an argument that you're locked in, because they haven't terminated that yet.
Real quick on that.
Yes.
In so the spring cleanup thing is separate. We usually, that goes to county typically as far as that stuff goes. So we're not under any pressure as far as for 2026. The city, yes, they do want to get this figured out, whatever they want to do, the way I read it, and they want to negotiate quickly. There are some issues, as far as that goes, I'd like to do a little bit of checking on before we get into negotiation with Michigan City on this.
So do you have an
I wanted-
inclination or an indication as to what they're wanting to
No.
do with the contract?
No.
Okay.
They want to renegotiate all of them, is what I was told by the person I spoke with.
Yeah.
That being us, Pot Park, and everything else. And
Yeah.
during that conversation, I learned Pot Park pays considerably less than what we have been paying. So they can verify that or disagree with it, but that was in that conversation that came out. So I want to talk to you guys and then whether I shop around, look at other, what other options we may have and do that. So-
And that
I
was
think
gonna
that
be-
needs to happen pretty
I
quickly,
was
so
saying-
that you could give them notice of termination of
That
this
was going to be
contract
my
as
next
well.
question, is if they want to raise their rate like significantly,
Yeah.
what would be our options
What did
as
he
far
say?
as
I
someplace
believe
else
he
go?
wanted to request a meeting,
Yeah.
is what the email
The city
had
wants
said.
to meet with us, a formal meeting with,
But what I'm saying is if they want to raise the rates like exorbitantly, like more
They
than
haven't-
we're willing to pay, what would be our options as far as going somewhere
Well, that's
else?
what he
that's why I want to
Yeah.
look into a
Yes,
couple
yeah.
things, yeah.
Okay.
I have a couple
Do this whole-
avenues to go down here and I'll
Okay.
get the best thing,
Okay.
answers I can for you.
So I'd recommend we go for the 40.
Yeah, that gets us up, we're
Get
All right,
that-
I would
we're
like
up
to
to
start-
snuff
I
with
just-
that.
obligations up till now and.
With
Okay.
with everyone's budgetary concerns right now, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way that we got
understand.
10 or 4 bills for $10,000.
It does
because,
hurt.
Yeah,
It really does.
They
They
were-
dug in, they
Yeah.
contacted, like I said, I spoke to them, they've also reached out to the other communities that are receiving services or and all that.
But on a
Those were
posi-
also in arrears as well from that conversation, that's what I got out of that.
On a
That's-
positive note, the money's,
Right,
she's
yes,
keeping track of it,
yes.
doing a good job on that, and we're not,
Each year we've been budgeted for it.
Hurting.
I don't know why, you know.
Right.
That's not how it goes out.
Are you in a position, and you may not be, to have if we have discussion with the district, that there's a mutual agreement to terminate that current contract? Or you may find that that's a deal this year,
Could be,
right?
right. But there's nothing that says, we
No,
have
but I
time
think-
according to the contract, the
Well,
previous,
60 days, right?
I think it's 30 or 60, I'm not
To-
sure.
To terminate it, the issue is at what point will you use their facility for that, just the fall?
I think it says
Just the
30
fall is what we
days.
use.
So,
It says 30 days,
We
yeah.
typically take leaves over there, do the leaves, everything else we take care of at county. County is an option, it's much further away, there becomes a travel issue, et cetera, for us. Then, yeah, it puts us
and
way
they may
behind.
terminate it unilaterally, right? So,
Yeah.
so with this on the 40,000's on this resolution, and it's a first reading, we can't go ahead and pay that?
No,
you're not there yet, you're just doing the first reading, and then you can pay the invoices that are on the.
Yeah, okay, all right. Gotcha.
but I still need a motion to approve the first reading.
I
Yep.
move to approve the first reading.
Thank you.
I'll
Second.
it.
And all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
Playground invoice. Who wants to take that?
So, just like in the ordinance that you guys just went through, that showing that they have the funds so we can pay half. So that's what that's in here for, is we need approval for
Just
this
a-
invoice.
Motion.
I move to approve the invoice from Kid Stuff Play Systems for $31,000 for down payment.
I'll second it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And now the invoices, the 22, 23, 24, and 25.
So per the previous conversation,
Before you go further, I do want to point out that they, subject to Brian's point though, because it does indicate that their forced service is in 22, even though they're subsequent. So if you're inclined to pay them, I would suggest that you tack on that they'd be correct and when funds are available. So if they're available now, because you're going through the process with that ordinance, that those funds, that these invoices you approve them to be paid when the funds are available.
so can I hear a motion on that, minus, maybe other than Pete?
I motion that.
Seconded.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Did you vote?
Sorry,
Yes.
So-
yeah. Yeah,
No, we didn't vote yet.
We didn't vote. We
I
just
thought, what
seconded.
did they just said?
No one said all in
Am I
favor.
missing-
Oh,
Oh, all in favor, I'm
All in
sorry, I missed
favor.
that.
Aye.
All opposed?
Oh, my. I
Sorry.
was like, I have Andrea and Brian written out.
Yeah. All right, the next, anything else? Then the next
You're
line
up
item
next.
is,
MC engineer.
I received a email from Tim Werner, who is the city engineer, of Michigan City. And I believe I sent it to you guys. I probably should read it. And it's reference to, he starts out saying reference Town Trail Creek support request. City of Michigan City, 2026 Build Grant Application, Michigan Boulevard Gateway Corridor Plan, Safety, Mobility, and Economic Connectivity. And Mr. Schock, the City of Michigan City is developing an application for US DOT built grant funding to develop a master corridor plan for Michigan Boulevard. We would appreciate the town of Trail Creek's support for this application. A major part of this grant is awarded, if awarded, is community involvement. And we hope if we are successful, the town of Trail Creek will ask your residents to provide input as we move forward. Though the City of Michigan City, the limit of roadway jurisdiction of Michigan Boulevard goes east to the end of the west end of the ramps of US 20/State Road 212. We will be including discussions of the Michigan City Airport, FAA runway extension, and the NDOT underpass work proposed in the next few years. If you and the town council agree to support this application, please provide a short letter on the Town of Trail Creek letterhead indicating your support that we can include with this application. The application deadline is February 24th, which is fast approaching. So please, if Trail Creek agrees to support this grant to help improve Michigan Boulevard, please provide this letter to us prior to the deadline. Thank you for your review of this request. Mr. Tim Werner. Chris, do you have anything you know about this and the conversations in the city, or?
Not with this. My firm does represent the airport, so this has been a long time discussion about how they're gonna reconfigure that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I did speak to Tim late this afternoon, just to kind of give he wasn't any more really than what I just read. He did say that, I guess back in, or coming up in 2029 and 2030, mentioned here about the airport runway extension, that apparently is going to take place. That will include the extension of the runway that actually goes, I'll call it south, will actually go across 20 in that cornfield. And then they plan on tunneling underneath it and making an overhead runway to that area. So that apparently is in the plans. And that's all he could share. But from that point, as far as what the letter is asking, is he just said that this is his this will be their third time in applying for this grant. And they've been turned down before, so they're just hoping that if our participation and some of the things that they're going to include in their grant application will help them to apply.
yeah,
So it's a simple letter.
yeah,
I-
I think you just
I
authorize the
kinda-
president to send a letter in support, if that's your inclination.
I just need somehow to get a letterhead, and it's a pretty simple request.
My only question is, are we gonna be like financially liable for anything at this point? Like, I know it's,
No, I think he didn't mention anything about that as far as, but will be a bunch of meetings going on, public meetings, on whatever their plans are. He has no idea what the plans are right now, but it's just the starting point. There'd be a lot of, I guess we have, 5,000 feet of Trail Creek's portion of Michigan Boulevard, so he just wants to make sure we're included. Sorry, didn't have any
I
more
understand.
information, and I can't. Go ahead.
And I'll get some, yeah, I'll inquire a little bit.
Yeah, is there anything, somebody,
I'll make sure that I get some follow-up information, and maybe it'll help bolster your letter if that's what your
Yeah.
inclination, but you're certainly not on the hook for any plans or financially unless
right.
until you enter into something that will do that.
yeah, no, I agree, because I hate to say yes, and then all of a sudden we're stuck, and we said yes to, we don't know what we're saying yes to.
yeah.
I can provide you with a letterhead.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. That was a last minute thing that came up yesterday, so.
So shall we vote giving permission to Warren to have the letter, write the letter? Yes.
And if they tie, you will be the tiebreaker. So if someone recuses, I'm kidding.
Please don't do that to
So,
me.
yeah, that would be
Should we do that
appropriate.
just to make it happen? Oh my
I
god.
say it
How,
may-
how could we have a tie when there's 5 of us?
Well,
No.
one of you could recuse yourselves.
No, there's Warren. Warren doesn't vote.
Oh, one doesn't vote.
And you can.
Be
yeah.
nice.
Oh.
Anyway, a motion and a second to authorize them to send that letter.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
There was no motion and no
Wait a
second.
minute, hold on.
Nobody moved, nobody made a motion.
I thought.
I will make the
Andrea, did you make a
motion.
motion? Oh, Andrea made a motion.
Okay,
Andrea made the motion.
We're on.
here a
I'm sorry,
second.
who was first?
Andrea.
Andrea was first.
And who second?
Laura.
I seconded.
Okay.
And
Then we,
all in favor?
aye.
Everybody said aye.
See if I was gonna make you vote on it. So,
Yes, aye.
darn it. Aye.
All opposed? We're out of control.
It's been a long meeting.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the public comment. Do we have public comment? Sure, if you can, need to go up in front on the podium there, and name and address and.
Kathy Silko, I live at 1211 South Risky Ave in Trail Creek. I heard something, I just want to clarify. They gonna put sidewalks on our side of the road? Is that a, because I heard
Sidewalks.
something earlier
On the
about
on the
recycle
traffic
and
side
that
of the
didn't
road,
happen,
Risky
so.
Ave.
Oh, on Risky.
Yeah. Because one side's Michigan City and they already got a sidewalk. And someone said they're gonna take 3 more feet from my yard. Because they took,
On the other side?
yeah,
I
because
mean,
they took 3 feet before and they took my tree down. And I don't want my tree taken down again.
Let's start over again. So you live on Risky Ave,
South Risky?
South Risky, and someone spoke to you saying we're gonna be putting in sidewalks.
Yeah, they wanted sidewalks.
And who was the we said?
Who told me? My neighbor,
Oh, well,
which,
thank you for that time, but that's not happening.
thank you so much. Keep my tree.
There's, yeah.
No.
Not losing any more
No.
yard.
No.
No.
Yeah, because I would only need 14 feet, and I was like, I'll walk out into the street here pretty soon.
When, I'm just curious, when did you lose,
Oh, when they
From-
put the water lines in? They put the water lines in, and we hooked up to city water, and then they put a sidewalk on Michigan City side. And we lost 3 feet of our front yard, and they took down my maple tree.
you're south of Greenwood, right? Between.
Yeah, kind of kitty corner from Dan's Landscaping.
Oh, no, so you're,
So he's
Got
like
it.
we're here,
okay,
And he's
understand. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that was down
Yeah.
there, but this is, across
South,
from Dan's.
yeah,
okay.
south, in
Trail,
between.
Under-
Trail Creek is
Under
not
tree,
putting any
in between.
sidewalks in.
Cool, I love you.
Or we're not getting rid of any of our recycle.
Right.
Yeah, that was the question I had.
This.
And then that got cleared up, and I said, well, I better come today, fine. I was like, sweet.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Clerk comment?
Oh, is there any more public? Okay.
I move quick.
Yeah, just one thing for me. Happy belated birthday, Pete.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So how old are we now?
Way too old.
It was Sunday. I got to speak to your mother-in-law today.
Oh,
She told
okay.
me all about the steaks.
Oh, very nice.
I was gonna take her out to Jewel.
So now you know what you just started. You gotta do that for all of us. So keep us in mind.
You got it.
Right.
I have all of your birthdays on my calendar,
I know
so
it.
It just happens to be very close to a meeting day.
Oh, and half birthdays.
All right.
1.5 birthdays, but.
All right, council comments?
Just support the parks. Five Guys Thursday, 10 to 10.
What'd you say, 10 to 10?
10 to 10.
What are we doing?
Five Guys. Five Guys by
Eating
back.
at
We're all
5.
meeting there, you better all be there.
Yeah. Not after.
Not after 7.
4 o'clock. Well, not after 7. No.
All right.
10.
Any further comments? Other than that, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.